Hello my tubers, it's me. We are outdoors today. I just wanted to make this video on self-love and yeah, I just felt inspired to make this. This is just gonna be straight from my brain, so you are welcome to agree or disagree with me. I would love to hear what you think self-love is, because obviously everyone probably has a little bit of a different idea about it. Or if it's something you've never thought about at all, I would love to hear what you think of my thoughts as your first kind of introduction into the topic. I was just meditating on this, just trying to open myself up more to love, because over the years I had kind of closed myself off a little bit, just kind of thing after thing happening. Relationship after relationship not working out, obviously not the one I'm in, not my marriage. I feel love in my marriage, I feel love for my child, I feel love, but I do still feel that kind of closed off feeling. And so I've been meditating on it, trying to open myself up even more, because love is such a great feeling. And a big part of love and loving others and loving a partner is loving yourself. You have to come from a place where you love yourself. And I've heard this a million times. You might have heard this a million times, but you have to truly love yourself before you can love anyone else. You have to really show up for yourself before you can show up for anyone else. And I do believe that this is very true. And so my thoughts on self-love. Self-love is where you practice. You don't just practice, but you truly, deeply love yourself unconditionally. You love your mind, your body, your spirit, your existence unconditionally. Loving yourself exactly as you are, but not only loving yourself exactly as you are, like loving every little piece of it, like everything, even the bad, like loving it and knowing that it's perfect. And just like you would look at a puppy or a baby or a kitten, whatever your cute animal of choice is, or if you hate all animals, a flower. There's something you gotta look at where you're like, wow, that is just beautiful. It can do no wrong. Like, that puppy is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It deserves the world. That baby is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's so innocent and pure and incredible. It deserves everything. You have to start thinking of yourself like that. You have to start thinking of yourself like how you would think of this puppy or kitten or baby. Like, you are just as perfect as these beings, and you are just as deserving of being taken care of and being loved and being fed and nurtured and housed and all of these things. You don't look at a baby or a puppy and think, that is one fat, ugly, disgusting baby. It needs to lose weight. You look at it and you think, wow, that baby's so chunky and so happy and it's being so well cared for. Like, I am so happy for that baby. You look at that creature and you think, that creature deserves it. Like, they are doing great. They deserve the love that they're getting. They deserve the chunks on their body. And you have to start thinking about yourself that way. You are just as perfect and you are just as pure and incredible, because you are life just like they are. You've just been in the world a longer time, and you've just built up your ideas about what you do and don't deserve, and you've built up your ideas about who you are and who you're not, and you've built up your ideas about how the world works. In order to love yourself, you need to recognize you are just as deserving of love and caring and nurturing and food and water and shelter as that puppy or that baby or that kitten or that flower. You don't look at a flower growing in the ground and think that flower needs a little less sunlight, it's growing a little too strong, or that flower planted itself in the wrong place and it's an idiot. You don't look at a flower and think that, and you've got to start thinking of yourself and recognizing you are just as perfect as you were when you were a baby. Just because the world is harsh sometimes, it's very, very, very harsh, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that you're not deserving of it all. It doesn't mean that you're not perfect as you are. Just because you haven't gotten all of the love that you deserve doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. Loving yourself is recognizing that deserving within you and starting to treat yourself that way. How would you treat your child? How would you treat your puppy? How would you treat your plants that you water? How would you treat your car that you own? You want to treat yourself in that way where you are putting love into yourself. You are taking care of your mind and body and spirit. Like, you wouldn't see your child with a hurt shoulder and their shoulders really bothering them and it's affecting them every day, and you just are like, just get through it, it's not a big deal, you just gotta keep going. You wouldn't say that to your child. You'd be like, okay, let's go get this taken care of, let's figure this out, let's get some help for you. Like, you would want your child to feel comfort, you would want to help them get better. You need to start doing that for your own body. Like, you shouldn't just be ignoring pain when it arises. You have to love every part of you, and that includes your body. You have to start treating your body like you would treat your child's body. Would you be putting just like endless sugar and McDonald's and Red Bulls and feeding that to your child? I personally wouldn't. So you need to start recognizing, like, your body is just as deserving of nourishing things as your child would be, or your puppy. You wouldn't be feeding your puppy donuts and cakes and fried foods all the time. And I'm not saying don't enjoy these things. I personally love sugar. I'm addicted. I love chocolate. I love treats. I love fried foods. I love all those things, but I'm not only eating them. I'm trying to nourish my body with other things. And food is just one example of how you can take care of your body. It's not just what you're feeding yourself. How are you talking about your body? How are you viewing your body? What thoughts are you having about your body? Are you thinking like, oh, my body is so old. My body is so fat. My body is so sluggish. My body is so horrible. I wish my body was fitter. I wish my body was this way. I wish my body was thinner or curvier or whatever. Like, you have all these ways that you talk about your body, and if you think about it, would you talk about your puppy like that? Like, or your baby? Like, would you look at your baby and think, oh, I wish their legs were a little bit longer. My baby's stomach is so fat and ugly. Like, you wouldn't talk about them like that. Like, your body is this amazing thing that's keeping you alive. Your body is this incredible thing that you get to use on this journey, and everybody is given a different body. Your body is never going to be somebody else's or a perfect image in your head that you want, but you have to learn to love the body that you have and the things that it can do. Not everybody's body can run. And think about this with your mind too. Not everybody's mind can read the books you can. Not everybody's mind can think the thoughts that you can. Not everybody's body can eat 4 pizzas in a row and enjoy them. Like, you've got to start appreciating your body and your mind and just yourself for exactly what it is, because it's the one that you've got and it is perfect exactly as it is, just like your puppy is perfect exactly as they are, just like your baby is perfect when they're born. They are just like a perfect little being. Hi! Hello. You are so perfect, aren't you? Self-love isn't just about your body. It isn't just about going to get manicures. It isn't just about buying things that you enjoy. It isn't just about the physical body. It's about treating yourself and nourishing yourself, nourishing your body and your mind and your soul the way that you would nourish your puppy or your plant or your cat or your child. It's treating yourself the way you would treat others. And when you start to take care of yourself in that way, and when you start to love yourself that way, you're filling your own cup, and then you can pour that cup into others so much better. So much better. Self-love is learning to treat yourself the way that you truly deserve to be treated, which is just with total love, care, deserving, worthiness. You deserve it. You are just as perfect as a little newborn baby. You're just as perfect, if not more, than a baby. Because look at you. You can watch my YouTube video and understand it, and a baby can't. So you got that going for you. But you are just as precious and pure and amazing. You are life. You are amazing, and you deserve it, and you need to give this love to yourself. You need to learn to give this love to yourself and this nourishment and this care. It's your duty, just like it's your duty to care for your puppy that you buy, your puppy that you adopt, or your child that you have. Like, you need to do that for yourself too. Learn to look at yourself without judgment, without negativity. Learn to look at yourself like how you look at a puppy or a baby or a kitten or a flower. Learn to look at yourself like that, and that is where that self-love stems from. It's from that perspective. I hope you guys liked this video. It was a little bit of a just like an inspired rant by my meditation, so let me know what you think. I love you guys so much. You should love yourself too. And from that place of loving yourself, you can then love others so much more, and your whole life just ascends. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.